But with that, we're gonna get right back into it. Time to see if we have nearly the riches that we had last time.
Dimensions of human weakness.
Yes, exactly. It's 99% chance to hit, miss every time. You know, fun run. I liked the concept of that run, and we'll get right back into it. And this run, we'll pick a slightly more conservative comp, maybe. Since I'm hopeful that we can finish this one off on time, because I have a phone call I have to make around 6 p.m.
But we did not understand it.
But yeah, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and we go again. Now they're giving us the Warlock path. Stout with a head injury. We have a Precision Striking Wandering Leper. Precision Striker is an interesting one. They really want us to take Virtuoso. This is the 11th time it's been offered to us. To self when moved by an enemy. That is hard to realize. We have a Runaway who is a Slugger and a Pacifist. Pacifist is pretty awful. Hellion who is a Martyr with a fear of swines. We have the Sergeant again. We have the Rogue. I do like the Rogue. And he is steady with necrophobia. Thick-blooded blundering fool. Wow, blundering fool. That's a little spicy. We have a Wanderer for our Grave Robber, and we haven't had an Alchemist. We haven't had a Plague Doctor path in forever. So right now, I'm thinking we build around the Rogue. Maybe like Rogue, Man-at-Arms, Warlock.
To know the abyss, one must.
This team has some potential. Still a little off-brand, but head injury is super annoying. Let's see. So, Necrophobia. Gain on hit of corpse 30%. That's a little annoying. Yeah, I think we can make this work. All right, so our occultist is going to be going for that ranged life. So we'll probably pick up that. Let's do a chaotic offering build for the moment. Battle Ballad is going to go for Harvest. No, wait, are you the Virtuoso is not the one that has the bleeds on it, right? Yeah, so we're going to need to do that, and then Always and Forever, grab that Retribution, and then this is going to be a point blank with Lunge to kind of return us, reset things. But yeah, we can get a bit of stabbing going on. I really liked point blank shot into pistol shot, so we'll try that out as well. I mean, I think that the zones are not currently balanced particularly well, Rusty. If I had to say, I think that what they did was, so, and this is a little bit of like, I don't know if this is actually what happened, but I'm reasonably sure that this is what happened. When they released the Shroud, it was the first zone that they added that was encountered by players who already knew how to play the game, right? And so people went in and people absolutely decimated the Cove right off the bat because they knew what they were doing, right? And knowing what you're doing is a good path to performing better. So I think they expected the Cove to be more foreign and difficult, and so they might have overtuned it just a little bit. For Highwaymen, that would do some work for sure. Let's see. I think Dismas is going to have the hard time making friends, so we'll do that. It's such a rare thing, Doodle, you know? For me as well. I mean, the Cove was harder in Darkest Dungeon 1. I don't know if that's what you're referring to as well, Rusty. But the Cove was my least favorite zone in Darkest Dungeon 1. But in Darkest Dungeon 1 was it tests your hit points and your survivability because of things like the groupers. Let's yank her forward. If we can blow her up, I wouldn't mind. Oh, really? This is frustrating. I think we gotta kill her. It's gonna make Dismas's first turn a little awkward, though. I guess we can do that. Hello, Rogue. Oh man, maybe point blank shot Rogue is not the ain't the play. That's interesting. It hadn't occurred to me, but that was a huge hit. And the Sergeant Man-at-Arms has 33% less damage. I wonder, maybe we need to think about some buffing options. Just do that to kill time. I think I need to play the Sergeant Man-at-Arms a little differently. I think Taunt is still the play.
Abandoned or forgotten, it is ours now. Are you shaken? There is so much worse in store.
It's like, what other things could we have on our bar? I mean, I think Barristan is still going to be taking damage, even though the Bulwark Man-at-Arms is so much more capable. I think you're probably right, Innie. I would hope that for the Valley they didn't do a unique score. Although I guess you end up there every round, don't you? Helping Hand. That's 3 assistance encounters. Probably don't want to do that. Avoid the Hospital is potentially interesting. Oh, avoid hospital, no hospitals. Okay, so what are we giving up? We're giving up the ability to get rid of Blundering Fool.
If indeed it ever did.
Which is a little annoying. Stiff Knees. We're not going to be able to afford a lot of hospital, but we have really bad negative quirks, like, across the board. And sadly, no way to deal with them. I'm going to save my money, but
the first of many forks in the road.
3 assistance encounters is not good for us, so we're gonna go with the Sprawl, and we're just gonna hope that we can handle things. Now, with this team, it's always Inspiring Tune. I have such a hard time upgrading anything else. Scouting the Creature Den seems awesome, and then yeah, I think we save our money, even though we don't have a hospital in our future. Caltrops and Chaotic Suffering can cause 60 burn damage. What is... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there are some insane high rolls on that. Let's, for sure. Now, we're not super well equipped to take down the Librarian. This team is, I would say, pretty arguably weak against the Librarian.
Behold, the great cities of man.
But the maze, one of the side effects of the maze is that you have a lot more, you don't have necessarily a wider setup, but you do have a, do we want... The Scout is going to kind of like lock us in. We're not going to be able... We don't have a lot of choices because we want to go to the Creature Den. So I don't think it's worth going for the Scout. But the Oasis should be... Given that we don't have Hydrophobia, I'm hoping it's going to be good for our relationship. So I'm going to go over that way, I think.
Chaos must be met with unwavering...
Oh, absolutely, Innie. Caltrops plus crits plus the burn trinket from the Librarian is chef's kiss, to be sure. And with someone like Dismas who can guarantee it, that's a really nice place to be.
Knowledge taken by the fires of these fanatics.
Barristan, yeah, you and Dismas can take a little bit of a hit. I don't like it, but is what it is. she's going. All right, we'll get started with that. Dismas really slow rolled on his speed. I'm kind of surprised by that. One off. You love to hate to see it. Alright, I'd rather have Barristan taken that hit than anyone else, so I'm okay with it.
Empowered, emboldened.
We do have a fair amount of hit points on the Jester, so I'm going to take the riposte there. Slow roll speed and low roll on damage. Yep, all of the above. Let's get you back into position 1 while securing that kill. What are the like? There's no. It's very unlikely we're going to get the kill on that corpse, so we'll just start knocking stuff off.
Is the key.
We're probably going to need some heals.
The smallest variable.
I would say the Grave Robber benefited the most from the hero paths. Rusty, I think the Grave Robber is pretty flexible and overall solid. But I would not say the Grave Robber is like S tier at this point, because yeah, her paths make her pretty vulnerable. Wicked Slice. I really wish that it had a better range of attacks. Let's see if are we gonna get a heal here? Please tell me we're gonna get a heal. Yeah. All right.
Little help, impeccably timed.
We're gonna need to invest in combo generation on folks. This should be a guaranteed kill, yeah. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. Thanks for not pulling. Yeah, indeed. Pro strats. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot of combo generation, because I think Barristan's gonna have to do a fair amount of time healing himself. Ooh, Snappy Swig is big, though. Yeah, Bonnie still needs love, for sure. So I think Snappy Swig is an easy pickup here, and then the game is just laughing at us with all these disease resist trinkets.
The destination's never in question. Only the route you take to get there.
All right, lots of votes for the Oasis, which is where I wanted to go anyways. Love to see that. Yeah, that Snappy Swig is a big get. That's going to improve Barristan's survivability until we can get him more completely upgraded. Yeah, the Grave Robber has improved. I don't think that the Grave Robber is all there. 6 to 12. I think 6 to 12 is better than moving back right now. Low roll.
Crisis, we can rely only upon
but there's Snappy Swig triggering right off the bat, so I can't be too angry.
A slow dissection, an unavoidable end.
That guy was already dead, so that was not that impressive.
Steady yourself.
Yeah, I don't think that double riposte works yet. I really hope that they figure that out, because that would it should be that way is all I will say on the matter. Sadly, just gonna hit you like that. No, and relationship pip is good for business, and then. Let's just point blank shot. I don't think hanging around was worth it. Did Dismas take a stress at the end of that fight?
The trail to your redemption.
I don't know. We've had a lot of success with the Grave Robber. I don't think I would. I don't think I would claim. I wouldn't be quite that harsh, but really, I was under the impression that after hydrophobia was removed, we were going to have less problems with this. Let's see. So who has the strongest relationship with Sarmenti? Dismas does? Alright, let's do... I don't like any of these options, and the fact that we're not getting the consumables is frustrating. Can we push anyone over? So if we did Al and Barristan... Yeah, okay, we'll do this one. Hey, Rose, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. That was very disappointing that we ended up sending a relationship negative with that.
An elementary problem.
Now, here, I am not inclined to go to the Watchtower. I think we go Resistance Encounter, Lair. And then I'm going to have to figure out how we defeat the... Librarian. This could also be disastrous for us from a Librarian killing perspective. I think that's true of any of the low HP classes. I don't think that's unique to the Grave Robber. Head injury is super annoying. Gonna light you on fire, because that's not gonna do us any good in the final fight. And then I'm also gonna hit you with the blind in hopes that, yeah, that's a one-turn kill, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
The slow suffering begins.
Protect the Child is only slightly annoying. We have no riposte here, so... might as well just do that. We'll clear the corpse. It's slightly more advantageous that way. Now, it's only a daze, unfortunately. And it probably won't... yeah, it won't do us much good, I don't think. So I'll just do that. One off. That seems to be the story of my life, with my life today. As a side note, on the scale of things that have happened to me today,
Excellent work.
well, we can get a little bit of a heal, but does that put us... That probably puts us over the threshold for getting the heal here. Let's take the healing we can get when we can get it. We should probably upgrade Crush, because we're going to need a more reliable option for healing. Those Wicked Slices are doing some work. So annoying. This is the one thing that I struggle with about the occultist backline for ranged, is just you don't have a lot of options all the time. So the highway or the Man-at-Arms' Crush ability, if there is combo, includes a heal.
This work is noble and necessary.
So I disagree strongly with that take, Innie. I think that the increase in power that you can build around with like a Nightsworn Grave Robber is far and away better. Wow, everyone wants to leave. Who do we have the most to gain with? I'm just going to get us into the positives on everybody here. Oh, that didn't affect Barristan. I don't like the way that they show the relationship generation there. Because I really wanted to get Barristan into a better place. But, alright, right down the middle. Yeah, it's very useful. The thing that I think is a problem with it, Rusty, is it's often hard to find space to do crushes, especially early on, because you want to be taunting. I have, that has not been my experience at all, any. Just speaking broadly, like, I have not found that my Nightsworn Grave Robbers need constant healing at all. But, you know, everybody has different experience with different characters. I think the Nightsworn Grave Robber, especially if you open with Pirouette, is going to have a great time because they're going to have an improved dodge token. I want to make sure that the crit goes to Barristan. That was a snappy swig not working. That always feels good. That wasn't a bad hit. If our occultist gets another one of those, I'm not going to complain about it. Let's take our time on this one, because we may be able to get one more heal for Barristan. That's what I'm thinking. We're not going to get one more heal on Barristan.
A simple kind.
Trying to keep everybody a little bit okay.
Messy, but effective.
I like to think about it too, Annie. I think it's a really cool... there's a lot of cool potential that I think is something that they're going to have to make up for in other ways. Because I think that right now, it's a little sad that the game is lacking that fun... It's lacking a lot of the permutations that the first game had. You know, being able to stack up 2 of a particular class is... that's a transformative concept in the original game. I'm feeling really bad about our current mastery, but... Oh, I see what you're saying. You were referring to a different thing. Wow. Well, this is the worst split you can possibly have. So you're gonna lose with Sarmentian Dismiss. We just can't do that. This one you're gonna lose with Barristan and Al. We can't do that. We pretty much can't do the fight unless we take the hit with Sarmentian Dismiss. Yeah, I guess we'll do it that way. But I don't like it.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Now we gave Dismiss the Gnarly Knuckles, so hopefully we're gonna be able to blow this guy up no problem. 7 to 14 is not a guarantee. I was just about to say. All right. I had my hopes dashed, specifically.
The slow suffering begins. Steady yourself. Empowered, emboldened.
We're going to hang on to the ablative powders for the librarian fight. Alright, get the party started there, and... not bad. Ooh, free guaranteed heal. For 9. Yeah, Barristan, the Snappy Swig is not doing it. This way we potentially get a free heal, thanks to the days. Standard occultist heals. Love to see them. Five, you're roasted. I'm not gonna spend the laudanum right now. I think we're okay.
Straightforward and effective.
There's no other move forward ability on
Unexpected find.
the Highwayman, right? I don't think there is. It's the smoke bomb
Loathing abates.
is okay. What do we have? We have laudanum, ablative powder. We can fully equip the milk-soaked linens. Chalk dust is not going to come in that handy. The stimulants might be better than the laudanum for the librarian fight, but we have one more road battle to go. I mean, Innie, I agree with you that it's a balance, right? If you have all strength and no, if you have too much of either, you're gonna have a bad time. That's the reality. Holy low rolls. Yeah, I mean that is the hardest thing. When you have someone who has like wasting sickness or some of those issues where their max HP starts to get low, it becomes just impossible to heal them, which is rough in its own right. Snappy Swig so far hasn't been paying dividends. It's been demonstrating how good I am at rolling 25s, mostly. As always, just trying to keep Barristan slightly healthy. Oh my gosh, a dodge that actually worked? What are the chances? Get a little bit of healing. Oh, for sure. And a 50% heal on a Hellion who's lost 80% of their hit points is even less. we had one run where we had brittle bones stacking up. Oh, that was truly and deeply the worst possible feeling. All right, we'll do that. So, okay, so now we're into... Unfortunately, we can't leave Dismas in position 1. We're definitely going Retribution here. I don't think we need anything else from Barristan. It's going to be all about the pistol shots until they're all the way up front. Sarmenti could open with a finale, but I don't think it's that useful to us. I do think Encore is probably better than Harvest here, because getting 2 hits with Al is going to be good. But yeah, I mean, any day that it doesn't is a good day, Sam, but, the crit 0 bleed is always waiting in the wings, right?
The library burns, and with it, the remains of philosophy, reason, and insight.
I think... Here's what I'm thinking. This is potentially questionable, but... I think we give an extra action here for this fight, and we do a little zip forward, and then we're also gonna go and do a point blank shot, so at least we get rid of one of them. Would have been sad if that didn't work the way that I said it was going to.
Collaboration confers advantage.
If crit heal causes the crit to apply a burn. Oh, that's very interesting, Innie. I have never seen that, which certainly is not a reason to think that it doesn't. That would be fascinating. Thought you had less chance of blighting. And by thought, I'm pretty sure you did. Oh, that was nice. That was nice indeed. That was only a 3? Oh, man. And then this guy gets to go, because that was a misplay. I thought we were in better shape than that. Whatever. We're not gonna get much out of it. I mean, it could be Innie, because Rid has a bleed component. That would be weird, for sure. How much is your point blank? 3 to 6. That just seems awful. Alright, slightly better chance on that, and it puts Dismas in the position we generally want him to be in. Eyes Closed is a great start there. Do I want... No, I think we just... Oh yeah, we don't have Harvest. I'm just gonna get rid of this guy. The other attack that he does is quite annoying.
An opportunity squandered.
Sweet, yeah, if it applied to all crits. Yes. Quad crit being 1 crit on each teammate. Yeah, that would be pretty hilarious, to be sure. I think, who's the best person in this case? Yeah, let's just apply a bleed and remove that. I don't think there's another person who's going to have a better turn than that. Oh, man. We're getting lucky on the unchecked powers, to be sure. Now we need to get the heal, though. So we can go into the librarian somewhat healed up, because we don't have a lot of reliable healing for Barristan. He's already roasted, so we can do whatever we want here. Let's Encore, though, because then we have 2 chances at a heal. When we get the 0 bleed, we get another chance. Alright, no second chances for us. But we got some healing. It's good.
And methodical appliance of harm.
Alright, we got the bad trophy. The Smoldering Hymnal, though, is great. Explosives magazine I like. So this is kind of like a mid-roll, assuming we can survive.
He teeters madly upon his ladder, reveling in the fiery destruction of human accomplishment.
I don't like... So we're gonna get shuffled. Let's get the double taunt early. I think that's going to be the most important. Because we're going to get... The shuffles coming in no matter what we do. This dismiss compared to our last sharpshooter dismiss is day and night. This way we get the full ablative powder, which is going to mean we're not... Oh, does Bolster not remove Weaken on this until it's upgraded? Alright, today I learned. The blind does nothing. There's a hit. That was a mistake, because now he's going to destroy this book. I should have recognized that that was a possibility. Yeah, that was bad. Especially since Sarmenti is debuffed into Oblivion, so... Doesn't really matter where you are. We do need to get Dismiss off of the front line, and wow, that was through a dodge and a blind. That's kind of insane. Oh, we do have milk-soaked linen, so let's do that. I can't use unchecked power here as much as I want to. I can't risk the 50-50. So let's just keep Barristan alive. And then next turn, well, partially this turn, I'm going to start moving Barristan up. Okay. We can afford to put a little damage in. We're not gonna push that break point too quickly. Oh yeah, we could try putting him on the front line so we see that last ability that he has, couldn't we? Ooh, for science now I feel like we have to, even though it's ill-advised. But there's still this ability that we've never seen. All right, we're gonna chaotic offering because we're gonna need to start hitting the back rows.
Cooperation is the key.
I'm worried about our stress level, but I don't think we can afford to do that. Now, very low hit points on our occultist.
This is no time
That's-
to falter.
I think I was worried about that. Let's see. So Barristan is not. We're not going to get 2 stress heals during this fight, so I'm going to start working on that.
A brilliant conclusion.
Now this is ill-advised, but if I push this back, I want to see what happens. Don't extra hit it, please, game. True teamwork. Please get them. Okay, so he should do whatever. Yeah, so we just need to rid here. As much as I wanted to do, drop a big bomb here. It's greedy, but I think it's the right decision. So burnout. I think that's the ability we've never seen before. Burnout. Gives him 2 dodge, so I'm not sure I'm excited to do that ever again. But let's confirm that we actually succeeded. Yes. So slot 1, but it does not work because he does Burning Bright if all the books are gone. So he only does Burnout if he's in the front and there's stuff there. Okay, cool. Totally worth it. Alright, we still have some of the fire resistance, so we'll do that to try and keep ourselves alive. Forgot we wouldn't be able to shoot with you. Let's just take aim just in case he ends up moving forward, which is probably pretty likely. Even with the weaken, I feel like... So Encore is going to give us the ability to drop 1 Burning Bright. Nah, I think we just slice off. And then maybe the riposte will get him. I would love to... Oh, he's going to do that. Unfortunate. Okay, yeah, we don't get the double riposte. I wouldn't mind getting the... Well, I have a bolster stress heal here. Who do you need relationship with the most? You and Sarmenti hate each other that much? What the heck happened? Like, that genuinely shocks me. Like, what happened to Sarmenti and Barristan? I'm thinking back on the run, and I don't feel like there were that many things that would have caused that level of bad relationship. Holy cow, we got work to do though. All right, well, Smoldering Hymnal goes here. Easy take. Pairing Patriarch versus max HP. I'll take that. I think put the speed trinket here for now, extra hit point here, and the amount of disease resist trinkets we have is inspiring. 1, 2, 3. I'll let a stack of slime mold go. We'll probably find another food by the time we get there. But yeah, I have a feeling Sarmenti and Barristan, are immediately gonna, immediately going for the meltdown. Great.
as the eye can see.
Yeah, they are right there. If they could hang on until we get here, and if they could agree on what we do at this assistance encounter, that would be spectacular. I will do almost anything if they agree. Of course they don't. Relationship? You and Dismas? Probably better than whatever we're going to get for items. Yeah, we'll do the items this time.
Wainwright awaits, eager to ply.
Roast pig feels pretty nice. Even though a lot of the rest of it we're going to have to discard. Put another milk-soaked lemon there. That can go away. Chalk dust can go away. And then... Actually, the most likely place we're going to put the strength is there. Alright. A lot of votes for the question mark. Yeah, I'm down with the question mark. Equalizes our stress a little bit, although Sarmenti has to be eyeing ruining the relationship with Barristan. I can't imagine that not being on the menu. Oh, I forgot to switch people back too. That's unfortunate. I'm doing this to get the dodge off so that the ceiling spaghetti will have maximum impact. And then... might as well get rid of this guy before he adds some stress to us. Smoldering Hymnal could proc. It did not. It's okay.
Steady yourself.
The bad guys are doing an amazing job spreading stress across us. I gotta give them huge kudos for that. He definitely did get hit in the crossfire. It was all fire friends on both sides, and then that sad gaunt. Now, this is only a daze, so that's not that useful. I think we just... 5 to 10. This sets us up better, I think. Should be the kill? Yeah. Just barely, though. Yeah, not having Harvest here feels bad, though. For sure. And not getting the double repost is a bum. Is a bummer. A bum. It's a bum. I feel like it is a bum. Let's get the heal. Shame you don't get the crit heal when you get the crit hit.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
Okay. Our non-crit heals are the only ones that count for anything. I'm just gonna take aim. I don't think sitting there and taking the blind is good for business. And then take the riposte on Barristan, who has seen better days, but this is a guaranteed kill. All right. Sadly, we did not improve Sarmenti and Barristan's terrible relationship, so that's going to be a point of...
unpleasant in the extreme. This work is noble and necessary.
So the weird thing is, it is faster for us to improve Barristan and Sarmenti's relationship by letting them become hateful of one another and then fixing it, but I don't think that's the play. Academics map, Crow's Nest. So we have 3 of these. I'm not going to do an Infernal run, so we'll just get rid of that now. Uh-oh. Alright, Sermenti's just melting down. So far, so okay.
The shelves, laden with echoes of indistinct ideas.
So, yeah, we won't do this. Dismas, who can take the hit best with you? It's not Al, so it's got to be Sarmenti. This one, it's given us relics last few times, so I think this is the better play. Inseparable is insufferable, as you do. Please just make it to the fight without Sarmenti ruining. Sarmenti ruined it. Ah, man, rough day, but we will work on fixing that. I didn't change skills again. So much silliness afoot. We still have our librarian skills on, and it's not a good look for us. Dismas is going to show us how it is done, though. Apparently.
Haste and carelessness, hallmarks of the unprepared.
To stress. That's annoying. You can take a hit. So we'll do that. Barristan is so squishy. Jeez. I was planning to purge corpses, but obviously that's not happening.
Cooperation is the key.
Cool. Love it. Love to see it. You have the dodge token, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Use the crit. Just get rid of a corpse. 3 to 6, that's not a kill. 5 to 10, might be a kill. So we can just finish the fight now. Yeah, I don't want to risk another 0.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Okay, let's get ourselves a little more right. As much as I do like Encore though. Maybe for now we drop Slice off. I like Harvest too much. Dismas, we're gonna put you up front. I'm kind of wondering what happens if we were to go for just a build where we don't dance. I don't know. Let's stick with this for the moment. Barristan, you can remain the same, and then I think that remains the same. All right. So those are the major adjustments we needed to make, but we're really hunting for ways to make Barristan and Sarmenti not hate each other. Easier said than done. Creature Den definitely won't be that option for us. Well, these two agree on being jerks. That's cool. You and Dismas are going to take a hit. I guess we just have to do it.
Your coach is laden.
Okay, what are we throwing away here? Slime mold for sure, bread for sure. No combat items at all. Whiskey might prove useful. So much of this might prove useful. That can go... I'm saving my money. The 2 relics, though, that can be said goodbye to. The playing cards are probably going to be too... They're too RNG anyways. I'll keep one of them, but... Creature Den. All about that Creature Den. We need more Mastery. We're still hurting a bit on Mastery. Oh, Barristan and Sarmenti are already down to 2 pips. I don't know what happened that caused that. I was not paying close enough attention, but... Barristan is just the worst punching bag in the history of the world.
Early results are encouraging.
Blind would have been nice. I feel like the only thing that Barristan's relationship with the occultist ever does is cause the occultist to have protection, which is about as useful as it sounds.
Steady yourself.
Okay, well, we got the stress heal.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
One off. Ooh, shiny. That guy was acting first, and Barristan can do work there. I kind of wish that being marked had a similar effect on causing Barristan to heal. That would be really cool. Because, like, you know, as a tank, getting marks seems like it should be... I mean, sought after is too strong, but, you know, you're doing your job if you're getting marked. Oh, so this improves your relationship, but we have to not fight. Okay, we'll do this one. Even though you and Al... are you and Al going to lose your relationship? You're going to be close. We have a feast waiting if we can do it, but I think... assuming that did not ruin their relationship already. Yeah, just put them on 1. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Sarmenti's buff on Barristan is the reason that Barristan resisted the stress from Sarmenti. What an absolute genius moment there that was. I'm gonna do this because I want to get control so we don't end up with bleeds just everywhere.
An opportunity squandered.
It's a lot of dazes.
Confers advantage.
So let's see. We could heal Barristan by putting some marks on things. But I think just removing some beasts is going to be the most important thing. And we're just going to have to pray on the healing because...
Miscalculation, perhaps.
Yeah, Barristan's going to be in a rough way. Oh, no worries, Doodle. You do what you gotta do, for sure. For having 46 hit points, I am shocked at how underwhelming Barristan's survivability is. Okay, that will help though. Also, if riposte hitting combo targets, that would cause healing. That would also be pretty awesome. Stop putting Sarmenti on the back row, game. Holy cow.
We can rely only upon each other.
I really can't do anything except keep healing Barristan, which feels really bad. I guess putting him on the back line might not be the worst thing in the world. I just didn't have another option. Wait, how did that Death's Door happen after he acted? Oh, he took the damage because he has Blundering Fool. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. My kingdom for a heal on this one.
Take heart and do not relent.
The second half of this fight, if we can't get an actual heal on Barristan, is gonna be rough. I'm gonna try twice to get heals. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do.
A little help impeccably timed.
He doesn't have anything that's preventing him from receiving healing. From the front line, you can only hit the front two, so we do that. I'm not saying anything. I want to be completely clear here.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
This is gutting, to say the least. If we can't get him healed up, like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Exhaustion takes hold.
I think we gotta bank on getting a big heal here. Like, if we get another crit for 3, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Of course our dodge doesn't work there, but whatever. Okay, so I'm retributioning to prepare for the next wave. But the dodge is making it hard to kill this thing, which is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I swear. Things are not going well. We're better off delaying and trying to get the kill early in the turn here. Sounds ridiculous, but like...
An interminable conflict.
Okay, good start to the next round, even though we spent the unchecked power.
A master stroke.
I think we hold off. We're better off saving his next crit token for later. Heal for you, actually? Yeah. We need all the healing we can get on Barristan, I think, is the short version. And then get rid of one. I mean, any caltrops are just good. They're always good. If I had a bunch of caltrops, I would be using them for sure. Let's see. Double turn back here, I think, is good. But yeah, I love caltrops. Yeah, and then I think we just hope for good rolls here. Okay, that was unexpectedly good news. Second half of this fight is going okay. If we had not gotten Barristan's health up, though, we would have been doomed. Please die. Thank you. Okay, so now we need a corpse clear. Do that, and then gonna try and get the days on this guy. That was a less than ideal. Wait, so we need the corpse clear. We're gonna get it, so I think we get you into position 1 for the point blank next time. I was really hoping that was going to kill the spider. It did not, obviously.
Straightforward and effective.
But the days comes in big. I think it's just retribution here. Go for the blind. It's probably gonna eat the corpse though. Oh, did not eat the corpse. All right, blind worked out nicely. All right, the second half of this fight was a beautiful difference from the first half. Can't go for the kill, so we'll just do that. And oh, the fact that it did not eat the corpse there, very surprising. But look at our stress. We did serious work. We got the mastery, which is beautiful. Discount on combat items is good, but not great. Greater Hell Draught is good. All right, that was a good pickup for us. That was a good set of pickups. Hello? Okay, so Barristan is getting some max HP increase. You can take that, I guess. Actually, no. You stick with the lame Blight Trinket. Okay, that looks pretty good. That can get discarded. 2, 4... Everything is normal there. One of those goes there. What are we gonna... Our money supply is decent. I like where our mastery is, knowing that we have a couple more in the bag. I think playing cards... Again, the Whiskey Barrel is basically just playing cards, but with a party stress heal and certain afflictions that prevent it. But we need to come up with 2 more things to get rid of, and I'm not seeing them right now. Whittling tools can go, and I guess Whiskey Bottle is worse than playing cards. A baby head of caltrops? Yes, please. I'll take 2 if you're handing them out, Innie. How's Sarmenti and Barristan doing? They're still at 2 pips. We'll get one of those pips off with the roast pig, and maybe the Whiskey Barrel can do the rest of the work. Things were so boring before you got here, Al says to Dismas. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, well that's about as lame as they get. Okay. It's a good start. Owl's gonna have to move back. I wish Chaotic Offering had a retreat component, but I guess we just do that. Hold the line would be nice here on Barristan, but... Oh, he is locked in place. Alright. Retribution it is, then. Let's put that out there. Dismiss is just going to have to 50-50 it. Yeah. Nothing else to do about that. I think Stilts Boy is the most annoying. And most squishy. But that's where Ritualist really pops. Ooh, that is a big pip right there. Just keep on retributioning. Didn't we give him a huge damage trinket and it didn't seem to do anything at all? Interesting. So Sarmenti's gonna go. We need to do some work there, but I think this... That was the priority, I think. Yeah, next turn we're gonna be able to get this Sacred Deuter, no problem. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Upward and onward. I'm tempted by the Cultist fight. I feel like that's gonna help bring this run back to some semblance of goodness. Another 50-50. Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and most of the ones you do also. So, what are you gonna do? Your head injury is super annoying, so I think we just try and bleed these guys up. Yeah, lack of double retribution does hurt this composition, for sure. Well, the heals are not going to any of the places that I want the heals to go to, but that's okay. I really want to get Dismiss's pistol shot up because the daze is actually, the daze is nice. Hold on, this is interesting. The stun is better though, but Dismiss can put some damage in on the back line here, while also applying a daze that should, yeah, cause her to go last. Beautiful. That was very disappointing though. I was tempted to take out the sacrificial, for sure. Because we definitely need to do some work on said sacrificial. And I can't believe we didn't get the kill here. That feels very disappointing. But send you back, hopefully. And yeah, she's still going to get a hit, which is not great. It's a little scary. Our occultist is our squishiest character by a mile. Thank you for the kill, game.
Empowered, emboldened.
3 to 5. Sure.
One less obstacle in
That should be recon territory. You know, like, it's almost to the point where it just makes me not want to play the occultist. The heals are so bad and there is no mitigating them. Very unfortunate. Alright, are we fighting a cultist on low HP? That is a good trinket. Quad sacrificial. That would be disastrous. This is slightly disastrous also, though. Although it's not a fight that has a particularly high damage quotient associated with it. Give me the blind. Come on. Yeah, okay, that's something. Ooh, that is so low damage, though. Holy cow. Wow, I did not I expected that to be a lot more damage.
The slow suffering begins.
Because next turn is the melee turn, which is not going to be great for us. So let's see. So who has the best capacity to deal damage here? This is a melee turn, so I think it's Dismas. But I don't know if we're getting all the way through. Oh, here we are. Oh no, we're not going to get... Oh, and he's going again? Man. That is very disappointing. But mainly we just need to get the kill on the Deacon before the next turn starts. So I think we're going to make it. It's just going to be a little annoying. Or a lot annoying, as the case may be. If he death's doors me, I'm going to be incensed. Alright, thank you, game, for not being a complete monster. But... We're still going into this this next one a lot worse off than we necessarily had to. Get rid of that because that was a 7-point thing. 2 to 3. Let's put up the dodge. Maybe we'll get it next time. Five to 9. This could get the kill, but gotta keep Dismas alive. That was huge. I mean, it certainly helps. Let's do that, and then I think to avoid any more stress buildup, let's get this guy up front. Five damage. 5 damage. 8 damage. Thank you, game. Okay, a little bit of stress healing too. Get the blind up. The blind does nothing, as is tradition. Okay, we're gonna do this in hopes of getting the daze. Nice hit, but we got one more coming in. Ooh, Nocturnal Commune isn't that bad because I think we have enough oomph to get the kill, but
a little help impeccably timed.
Man, we definitely spent a lot of our low stress run on this particular fight. I think we got it now though. Ooh. Could have done a stress heal there. That's hopefully not going to come back to bite us. We don't have that far to go. Now, unfortunately, we have to make space for all of this garbanzo. Huh. Yeah, I was gonna say we're in a bit of a bad way. The crit trinket is nice, but not game changing. Probably better than the parrying patriarch, although the parrying patriarch is better than that. Let's do those two. I'm gonna get rid of one of these because we picked up a steak and spuds. That's good. And get rid of the pouch of lie. Someone is gonna have space for that. And then we're down to the rough stuff. What's our smallest stack of baubles? 16. We're not getting rid of baubles and we're not getting rid of relics then. So, difficult decisions. Restorative herb? Whatever. But then there's the boxing glove. We're probably going to need the stress is taken care of, mostly. But the boxing glove is good, you know? 5% is okay. Are any of these just total trash? Nah, we want to keep all those. Alright. Is one stack... No, one stack of what relics isn't worth it. Alright, let's see if we run over anything amazing. Watch in the upper right corner for the sadness. Alright, we just got relics off of that. Wish we'd never picked you up. Dismas and Barristan. Heavens, fighting words. What's Dismas and Barristan at? Okay, not great. Alright. Well, we made it. We didn't lose anything. I think it was wise that we didn't throw away a stack of relics.
The roaring heart does much for the weary body.
Owl picks up a sprained wrist. Lame. Sarmenti is really excited about being obsessed with death, more kleptomania, and bloodthirst on Dismas. I don't mind bloodthirst on Dismas, but I also don't really like it. Okay, we got the surgeon's mixing table. Oh, so we could have gotten rid of one of the items there. So let's see. Let's take a look. Provisioner wise,
or wealth no longer has meaning, if indeed it ever did.
severed finger is interesting. 15% death blow resist seems sadly like it might be very relevant to our run. We already have one of these. We have another whiskey barrel on offer. We can pick up the smoke bombs. Those will be great. I don't think any of the 60 trinkets or the severed finger is worth it, unfortunately. So where are we going?
Everywhere in ruin. Everywhere
Discretion, not valor.
In need.
Or a patrol. Win at least 4 road battles, but move plus 25 move resist. We'll probably do the feeder. The jumbo trunk is better, obviously, than the regular trunk, and well, over here we get field hospitals, and I really do need a field hospital. Fight no more than 1 resistance encounter. Let's do the tangle. I think we have what it takes to take down the general, so 7 mastery is kind of a middling result. So that's gonna go away. Oh, that shouldn't have gone away because this is the crow's nest is worthless with this. That was a foolish play. Okay, so question number 1. How do we... I think we start with the roast, probably. Which that puts us 1 away from... Oh, that actually fully fixed Sarmenti and Barristan. I'm questioning why that is, but that's okay. Now, where is our worst? Blundering Fool is pretty bad. Both of these are terrible. Let's see if we can knock one of those off. Okay, we cannot. Pick up the smoke bomb for sure. On average, 2 whiskey barrels is going to be better than 1 whiskey barrel. Let's see what we can do for relationships here. Okay. One good. But of course, Sermenti and Barristan are... So, okay, so there's something wrong right now. Because I just used a whiskey barrel, and this gave them 2 negative. So some of these are being doubled. And I noticed that before because like, these 2 just got 1 positive, and I bet they're even. No? Okay, it only sometimes doubles them. That seemed like a bad whiskey barrel as a side note. These stack up to there, and then Dismas and Sarmenti. Al and Dismas, I think, get the boxing gloves. Head injury. Okay, fine, we'll do that. They get the friendship off of it. We could go flapjacks. None of this is really speaking to me. No Dark Impulse, unfortunately. Haven't had a cultist encounter yet. Still waiting. The whiskey does lie. All right, let's do mastery really quick here. There's quite a few things I want to pick up. This is going to be hard. It is on miss improved dodge for the Jester. That is the severed finger rat dot O number. Interesting, but I don't think it's what we need right now. I don't think Sarmenti's defensiveness is our top priority. Okay, so what have we done so far? Yeah, not terribly impressive, unfortunately. So you're going to get that. We really need to get Dismas just pumping damage. So I think Point Blank is a really good one, and then I love being able to take advantage of the combo to generate stun. So those are going to be those upgrades. There's a temptation for Wicked Slice, but I think that's going to have to wait for later. Fade to Black guaranteeing a combo seems pretty solid as well, but I just don't know if we can afford it right now, because I really think we need to get our Occultist going, which is going to be Abyssal High... we got the Rogue Highwayman Path. We might need bigger heals. Burning Stars is already big enough for the moment. I don't think Encore is the play, but maybe we grab Fade to Black, because we do have a tendency to use that pretty frequently. Crush is a bigger heal, which if we're generating more combo is going to be good. And then I think we do pick up Wicked Slice now. I want to have a bit more... Well, Duelist Advance, though, is really nice with the dodge. Now, Wicked Slice for the raw damage I think is going to be good. Alright. So, we've already selected the Tangle, so it is almost go time. Is there anything else we want to pick up here? I've heard Flapjacks are not that great. Sorry for the Siren. Warhorn, even discounted, isn't that great. The Adrenalizing, or the Adrenaline Tonic, I will grab.
Despicable and dangerous.
Shambler Eye, also pretty much garbage. So, alright, I think we're good. We'll save. We will save. We're going to be spending a lot of money when we finally get to a hospital, to be sure. So...